I started collecting about more than 2 years ago, and since then my collection has grown exponentially, and it now comprises of figures and merchandise of characters and mecha, which is the term for Japanese robots, from various anime series. My passion for collecting stems from my love of anime and the intricate stories and memorable characters that anime offers. A figure is supposed to be a 3D representation of a 2D character, and it's supposed to capture the essence of the character. And whenever I get a figure of a character that I like, I can appreciate the significance of the figure better. I think I've spent way too much. But by being thrifty on other aspects, and other unimportant things like food, and by selling the figures that I've actually lost interest in, I'm able to sustain my hobby. Well, like most parents, they think that it's a waste of money, and I suppose that anybody who has a hobby can relate to that. But in my opinion, I believe that it's never really a waste of money if you're spending on something you love. People have to understand that anime is an art form that can convey various storylines, such as action, drama, to even art house pictures. Of course, there are anime that are targeted towards children, such as Pokemon and Bakugan, but nowadays most of the anime that are made for teenagers and adults that deal with more mature themes and complex storylines. By extension, figures that are based on anime characters are also meant for adults because of the unprecedented amount of detail and the quality of the figures that only an older audience can appreciate. While I don't meet with other collectors face to face on a very regular basis or even often at all, we do interact daily online. And nowadays, there are more conventions that are being held in Singapore that celebrate anime and other aspects of modern Japanese visual culture. And many collectors, including myself, take these conventions as opportunities to get together.
林弘利的收藏在2年内不断增加，至今已有近300件动漫公仔的他，也设立了一个部落格和 YouTube channel， 分享了自己的收藏心得。
Yes, I'm currently producing a video series on YouTube where I review figures, anime figures and merchandise, and anything that has to do with Japanese pop culture actually. One of the reasons I review figures is because I want to share my passion for the hobby with fans and collectors from all over the world. And another thing I want to accomplish through these reviews is that I want to give an objective view of the figure I'm reviewing. I do have a blog where I express my own personal views and things, and I also sometimes do written reviews. My room was featured in this Japanese book called Otaku. I'm exceedingly honored that I was given this opportunity to be featured in Otaku, and I'm really thankful to Kotobukiya and Denichu for giving me the opportunity. As someone said, do what you love what you do, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. And keeping that adage in mind, I personally hope to enter a job where my passions come into play, be it animation, media, or IT. Yes, one of my absolute most favorite figures is the 1/8 scale Fate Testarossa figure by Alter, and that's from the Magical Girl Lyrical Nanoha Ace series. The figure was actually bought for me by my parents during my birthday a couple of years back, and that's and it holds a lot of sentimental value for me. Because these figures represent something, and we have a passion for this as collectors, and I really hope that eventually down the line people will begin to see the special and unique thing that figure collecting has to offer, and perhaps they will also be interested to start the hobby of their own. And of course, figure collecting, there is something about keeping that inner child within you alive, and I do believe that in this modern society, it's exceedingly important for us to remember this, for us to remember our inner child, and not to become too overboard or to forget our hidden, or to forget this inner playful spirit, because I think it's very important in surviving in this very stressful society.